Running may not be for everybody, but we all can learn something from runners, and that is pacing. Another way to think about it is gears. Whenever you go out for a run, if it's a mile, if it's a 5K, if it's a half, if it's a marathon, you're gonna pace those workouts differently, those distances differently. You're gonna have a different gear for each race. And even inside of that race, you're gonna have a different gear at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. There's different gears, different pacings you're gonna use. Well, we can take that same concept and use it in our workouts in the gym. A great example is burpees. If I'm at the beginning of a workout and there's only 5 per round, I can be pretty quick with those burpees. But if I'm doing 30 at a time and maybe doing as many as 60 to 90, that's a pretty high volume if we have other stuff going on in that workout. So I might want to pace those burpees a little bit differently. Instead of thinking, oh, this is my burpee pace, when I do burpees, I go this fast, I think about the volume and the distance and the time I'm going to be working out. And then I can adjust accordingly to what we're trying to do. And I like to think about this as different gears. Hey, this is my fast gear. This is my maintain gear. This is my slow gear, long gear. And we can use this in other areas, not just burpees, right? Hey, if I'm trying to slow down my burpees, hey, I'm going to step down. I'm going to step up. I'm going to make sure I'm breathing throughout the movement. I might even pause at the bottom. Or I'm just dropping as fast as I can. Jump up, jump down, jump over the bar, whatever you're doing. But we can also use this in jump rope, in running, in toes to bar, and pull-ups, and anything, right? If I'm doing Cindy and there's 5 pull-ups, I'm probably going to do those unbroken and going to do them pretty quickly. But if I'm doing Murph, I might be doing those 5, I might be doing them in sets of 5, but I'm going to be doing that at a much slower pace because I have to do 100 eventually. That volume is just so much more. Plus, I have other movements that are going to interfere with those movements. So when you're thinking about what's the stimulus for a workout, what's the goal of the workout, how do I maximize what I'm capable of, starting to understand different gears can help you finish that workout at a higher level. Going slower sometimes means you'll be able to go faster overall. Well, because I can do 20 unbroken pull-ups doesn't mean I should be doing 20 unbroken pull-ups. Well, because I can do 30 unbroken push-ups doesn't mean I should be doing 30 unbroken push-ups, because that's going to affect me down the road. If I'm running a 5K and I run that first mile and it's the fastest mile I've ever run, I'm probably not going to be running the fastest 5K I've ever run. This is when, instead of just going and doing the work, this is when some self-awareness, some self-analyzing, some zooming out can start really having big effects on your fitness and your health and how you perform in workouts. If you like doing the local comps or just like seeing what you're capable of, yes, we want to move well. Yes, we want to get stronger. Yes, we want to go faster. But are you self-aware enough to understand how fast you're capable of going and how fast you should be going in order to get your best score for a workout, to get your best time on a workout? We don't always need to be going max intensity. High intensity is not max intensity. So when you're working out this week, next month, don't just turn your brain off and do the workout. Think about the pacing that you should be doing. And even if you get it wrong, that's okay. because now we get to look back at that workout and we get to learn from it. And that's how you really start getting better, is when you start learning from past workouts versus just completely forgetting about what you did before. Learning from what you did before and then slowly building upon that knowledge base. Learn from the runners, learn about pacing for all different movements and different gears for different movements, and use them when appropriate. Hope this helps. Cheers.